So, first of all, congratulations on your first podium. It was a very special podium for you. How did it feel to stand on that podium for the first time? And how special was it knowing that it was the Formula One podium as well?
I I didn't actually think about the Formula One podium until I saw the pictures afterwards. I was too caught in the moment of just being on the podium again. Yeah, it'd been a long time coming to stand on the podium in the W Series after 2019. So yeah, it was such a good feeling to be, come back to the championship and have a podium in the first weekend. Obviously, it boosted my confidence for the rest of the year. And for me, it was special just to have my best friend who won the race, who beat me. But yeah, it was special to have her on the podium with me as well. So yeah, it's a podium that I'll never forget.
Did the preparations change for the first race as the venue changed from Circuit Paul Ricard in France to Red Bull Ring in Austria?
Yeah, it was slightly annoying because we'd done a lot of preparation, obviously for Paul Ricard, and I was really looking forward to Paul Ricard as a track. I think it would have suited my driving style quite well. But no, I kind of just the preparation changed obviously just in terms of what track I was practicing on the simulator. But other than that, in terms of my fitness training and everything, nothing else changed. Just kind of the preparation for the track, really.
All right. So first, P2 finish, then a wonderful drive from P8 to P4. Even though you and your new team had some issues, would you agree that you had two good weekends in Austria?
Yeah, definitely. I went into the weekend wanting to finish where I start, to kind of pick up where I left off in 2019, which was in the top eight. So after the first weekend practice and qualifying, where I ended up obviously qualifying second, I had already kind of exceeded my own expectations from there, and that kind of put in my head that I was capable of more than I thought of in the first place. So yeah, I exceeded my own expectations in the first weekend, and the second weekend, as you say, we didn't have the best start in practice, and unfortunately, we had a technical problem in qualifying. But I knew that I was still capable of achieving good lap times and still capable of at least a top five. So it was just a case of keeping cool and just kind of going for more consistency in the second race. And so yeah, to bring it home in fourth gave me some good points towards the championship for the future.
Yeah, there were some great overtakes as well. Uh,
They were.
yeah, you enjoyed that, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. They were. I think they were definitely some of the best overtakes I've done in my whole career. So
Is that like the best race you would say for your career?
I think it's definitely the closest race in a Formula car for sure. I've had some very close racing in sports cars because I think in a sports car you can feel a lot more comfortable because you
Yeah.
feel like you're a little bit better protected. But yeah, my battle with Bruna especially, I don't think I've ever been that close to anyone in a Formula battle before. So yeah, that was very exciting, but also very scary at some points.
It was very exciting for us to watch as well.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
All right. So, does racing feel any different after being out of the car for more than a year, other than testing? And do you need time to adjust back to racing again?
It took a little bit of time, but with the test that we had pre-season at Anglesey, that kind of obviously got us back into the car. But I don't think anything can prepare you for a race situation. Even when we got to Austria after practice and the qualifying, because we were so limited to the amount of laps that we had obviously before the race. Most of us just wanted to get clean air and be going around on our own to get the fastest lap time. So come to race, it was completely different because you were surrounded by cars. So yeah, I was obviously race one. The first weekend was okay because myself and Alice managed to get a bit of a gap on everyone else, so we didn't have any cars to worry about. But yeah, race two, I knew I was going to be kind of in a battle at some point, which ended up being the whole race. So yeah, that took a few laps just to get kind of the confidence with where I could push the drivers around me, and where I could push the limits of myself without going off the track. But no, it kind of came back quite quickly, really. It's still for me getting back used to the close racing in a Formula car compared to a sports car. But no, I think I did a pretty good job last weekend in the battles. So.
Definitely, yeah. It took both weekends as well, to be honest. Because like a P2 and a P4 finish in 2 weeks, you're currently second in the drivers' standings. With a quarter of the season done, what will your expectations be for the rest of the season after such a great start? Would you consider yourself like a contender?
I kind of said going into the start of the season that I want to get top 5. I think, although in hindsight we are a quarter of the way through the season, which it's actually quite far through the season already. To be in second place at the moment is obviously really good, and it puts me in a good position going towards the home race. But if I think of the long run, there's still a fairly long way to go yet. And as we've seen from the first 2 race weekends, anything can happen to anybody. So yeah, I've still kind of got my eyes set on a top 5, but I'm definitely eyeing up some more podiums after the first podium in the W Series. So yeah, I've just kind of trying to aim for consistent top 5 results, and hopefully, if it all goes to plan, we'll end up with a good result at the end of the year.
Sure. It was announced that W Series will have a new team system. What changes do you think this system will bring? How will the race weekends change now that you have a new team, Scuderia W, and a new teammate, Belen Garcia, for the W Series?
I think the new team system that they're bringing in will work out really well, because it will split the championship up in terms of, it'll make it a bit more of a normal championship, so to speak, just like you see, in Formula 3 or Formula 2. So I think it'll bring, I'd say, a few more fights within the teams amongst the drivers. But no, I'm really happy with my team, having Belen as a teammate. I get on with Belen really well. Still kind of not sure where she fits driving wise. She was very quick, obviously, at the first weekend. I think, like me, she had some issues the second weekend. But no, I think we can learn a lot from each other. She has quite a bit of Formula experience. And yeah, I think we work well together on the track, and we get on off the track as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with my teammate for the year, and hopefully between us we can get some good points.
Yeah. So the next race will be in Silverstone, and it will be your home Grand Prix. Are you excited about it?
Yes, definitely. Definitely excited. I think, yeah, I couldn't possibly say no to that, really. Yeah, it'd be good to have the fans there. I think we've got, I think it's 140,000 or 150,000 fans. So yeah, it'll be good to see the home crowd. It'll be a feeling that I've never really had before in that capacity anyway. So yeah, it'll definitely be the most special Grand Prix of the year. And going into it, obviously, in second place in the standings. Hoping to get a podium, maybe even a win, we'll see, but we'll aim for a podium, and some more results, and go from there.
All right, so I know you're a football fan, so one last question not related to racing: is it coming home?
It's coming home. This is the closest we've been in a long time, right? So it has to come home this year. I think we've got a very good chance, so fingers crossed.
All right, thank you very much. It was a pleasure for me to chat with you again.
No problem.
Best of luck for the rest of the season, and I hope I will see you on the podium again.
Fingers crossed, hopefully.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye.
See ya. 我要喺度多謝 Sarah 再次接受我嘅訪問，各位記得到 Sarah 嘅 Instagram、Twitter 或者其他平台支持下佢。如果各位有興趣想了解多啲關於 W Series 嘅話，可以睇下我介紹 W Series 嘅影片。呢一集就講到呢度先。各位中意嘅話，記得要 like 同埋 subscribe。如果想知道下次幾時 upload 嘅話，就撳埋下邊個鐘同埋 follow 我嘅 Instagram。多謝大家收睇，下次再見。